Advaita Kadata Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we continue to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 2. We are hearing the beautiful prayers that the demigods are offering to Lord Krishna while he's in the womb of Mother Devaki. So we heard yesterday the demigods are saying that the pure devotees, they're always engaged in hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord, while also doing all other activities. They're doing all activities and they're fixed in hearing and chanting. And that how everyone has become fortunate now because they can see the footmarks um, in all the three worlds. Lord Krishna is here and he has beautiful markings on his lotus feet. So all the three worlds are now decorated with these footmarks. So reading on. Nate bhavashesha bhavasya karanam
न ते अभवस्य ईशभवस्य कारणम्
vina vinodam bhatatarkayamahe.
विना विनोदं बत तर्कयामहे
Bhavo nirodha sthitir api avidyaya.
भवो निरोधा स्थितिरपि अविद्यया
Yatasvai abhyashayatmani.
कृता यतस्वै अभय आश्रय आत्मनि.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Supreme Lord, you are not an ordinary living entity appearing in this material world as a result of fruitive activities. Therefore, your appearance or birth in this world has no other cause than your pleasure potency. Similarly, the living entities who are part of you have no cause for miseries like birth, death, and old age, except when these living entities are conducted by your external energy. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 15.7, Mamai Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The living entities are parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and thus they are qualitatively one with the Lord. So, just as we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, every living entity is also part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. It's not that only we are part and parcel. Yeah. Whoever we see, whatever living entities we see, and whoever we are not even able to see, all are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Each jiva has a loving relationship with Krishna. We can understand that when the Supreme Lord appears or disappears as an incarnation, there is no other cause than his pleasure potency. We cannot force the Supreme Personality of Godhead to appear. So we are born because of law of karma. We are forced to appear. Well, not appear, be born. We are forced to take a material body. But Krishna, he comes by his own will. He's not forced by anyone. As he says in Bhagavad Gita 4.7, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajami aham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. When there is a need to diminish a burden created by the demons, the Supreme Lord can do it many ways. He can do it in many ways because he has multifarious energies. There's no need for him to come as an incarnation, since he's not forced to do anything like ordinary living entities. So Krishna is saying that whenever there is decline of religious practice, he comes. He comes to kill the demons, re-establish the religious principles. But actually, he doesn't need to come personally to do it. He can just, the demon can get a heart attack, he can die immediately, or maybe earthquake. Krishna can arrange all these things. So we, the living entities, come to this material world in the spirit of enjoyment. But because they want to enjoy without Krishna, Krishna Bhirmukha Haya Bhoja Vancha Kare. They suffer birth, death, old age, and disease under the control of the illusory energy. So why we suffer? Because we want to, actually we all want to enjoy. None of us want to suffer. It's just we don't know how to enjoy correctly. Our enjoyment is in relation to Krishna. That's when actually we can really enjoy. And right now, because we are trying to enjoy without Krishna, we are suffering. But once we learn to enjoy with Krishna, then there is bliss and happiness. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears, however, no such causes are involved. His descent is an act of his pleasure potency. So Krishna comes with his spiritual energy. He's not under the control of modes of nature. We should always remember this distinction between the Lord and the ordinary living entity and not uselessly argue that the Lord cannot come. Is this okay? What we just read?
Yes.
Okay. There are philosophers who do not believe in the Lord's incarnation and who ask, why should the Supreme Lord come? But the answer is, why should he not come? Why should he be controlled by the desire of the living entity? The Lord is free to do whatever he likes. Because someone may say, oh, why Krishna is coming? Why is taking so much incarnations? Why Krishna is God? Why this? Why that? But why not? Krishna is supremely independent. Swaraj is completely independent. He can do anything he likes. Therefore, this verse says, Vina Vinodam Patattara Kayamahe. It is only for his pleasure he comes, although he does not need to come. So he likes to have loving pastimes with his devotees. So he comes. That's the main purpose. Because killing of demons, he can arrange through Maya Devi to kill them. Okay. When the living entities come to this world for material enjoyment, they are entangled in karma and karma phal by the Lord's illusory energy. But if one seeks shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, one is again situated in his original liberated state. So we are here in this material world with a desire to enjoy separate from Krishna. And in that we are going through this 8,400,000 species of life, getting different bodies, getting different karma, different reactions. But if we can look to Krishna, yeah, we can surrender to Krishna, seek his shelter, then again we can be situated in our own original position. We can understand, oh, I'm not the body, I'm spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. As stated here, Kṛtāyatastvai abhya abhayashrayatmani. One who seeks shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord is always fearless. Actually, real fearlessness comes when we can be surrendered at the lotus feet of Krishna. The more we surrender to Krishna, the more fearless we become. The further away we go from Krishna, to that degree we become more and more fearful. Because then we have so many material attachments, right? And then we know actually we cannot control anything. So then we just get more and more fearful. So what we need to do is actually take deeper and deeper shelter of Krishna. And the deeper shelter we take of Krishna, the more fearless we become. Because we are dependent on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we should give up the idea that without Krishna we can enjoy freedom in this material world. This idea is the reason we have become entangled. It's just the wrongful desire that we have. Now it is our duty to seek shelter again at the Lord's lotus feet. So Krishna is kind. He's not saying, oh, you left me and went, so now no more. Now I don't want to ever see you again. No, he's so kind. For millions and millions of births, we have offended Krishna, ignored him, using all the resources he gives us without being grateful. And, so many different things we have done, committed so many sinful activities. But Krishna is very compassionate, just waiting for us to look at him, acknowledge him, revive our relationship with him. But they're saying it's our duty now to seek shelter, because that's our real position. That's why it's our duty. The shelter is described as Abhay, or fearless. Since Krishna is not subject to birth, death, old age, or disease, and since we are part and parcel of Krishna, we are also not subject to birth, death, old age, and disease. But, can't find my mouse. But we have become subject to these illusory problems because of our forgetfulness of Krishna and our position as his eternal servants. Jivera Swarupai Krishnera Nityadas. So, what is the cause of our fear?
Because we have forgotten Krishna.
Yeah, that's right.
If we take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna's, and we will be out of this fearlessness.
Yeah, then we will be out of the fear. We will become fearless. Therefore, if we practice devotional service by always thinking of the Lord, always glorifying Him, and always chanting about Him, as described in text 37, Shinvan Granan Sams Marayams Chachintayan. Samsmarayams Chachintayan. We will be reinstated in our original constitutional position and thus be saved. So devotional service by Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, always hearing about Krishna, chanting his holy names, his activities, his pastimes, always thinking about Krishna. The demigods also saying that. And then we will understand that, oh, I'm part and parcel of Krishna. We will be able to revive our loving relationship with Krishna. The demigods therefore encourage Devaki not to fear Kamsa, but to think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead who was already within her womb. So when we are fearful, who do we call out to? What's our first reaction? When something happens and it causes, and we are like, oh, what's happening? Then what's our first reaction? Are we calling to Krishna? Who are we calling to? Are we thinking, I'm going to save myself? Is my family going to save me? My parents going to save me? Who is actually saving us? The devotee understands it's Krishna. When there is a cause of fear, the devotee instinctively prays to Krishna. That's why we can see actually, we may not even know Krishna as God, but then there is some instinct. Instinctively, people will start praying at that time when the situation is just beyond our control. I don't know if you all have noticed. That time we'll remember God instinctively. So it's there in us. Did you all want to add anything?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
On
Krishna.
this, I just wanted to add my personal experience that yes, as you come close to Krishna and you remember him more, there comes fearlessness. And that is a truth in the sense that in situations which are out of control, you panic, but you don't panic that much and you and you have somebody to rely. Like you're not, you, like how we read yesterday, that the external situations, like how we were talking about you also, that you are suffering in pain so much and everything, but still you're remembering Krishna, you're doing everything. So because you are sure that Krishna will take care. So that fearlessness, abhaya, is definitely there. That comes. And I think that is the mercy of Guru and devotees. In their association, you get that because you're serving, you're remembering him, you're trusting him, you're only and only trusting him for everything. So even if it's wrong, doesn't matter. Like at least you stop blaming yourself and others. Sometimes we are very not grateful to ourselves also, and we start blaming ourselves ki maine aisa kara. But then we stop doing that also, because we know that it's in no one's hand. It's my, it's okay. It is how, like, you have to believe. You start believing Krishna, that this is what the situation has to be, and I'm not learning my lessons. So please help me to learn my lessons and help me purify. Because, so I think this is the truth. This happens a lot now, that the difficult situations doesn't seem so difficult anymore. And I'm sorry, I hope Krishna don't give me the test. I'm just telling my experience. Don't take my test. I'm sorry, Krishna. Please, please. So, you know, I felt that like when you just say, then Krishna is okay, come now, baby, you are ready. Come. So you're saying this, no, now this is so. Krishna, I'm sorry. I'm just telling my experience. Uh, please, I'm not ready for the test now, but please, I'm happy. So let me serve you more. So
Yeah, and this is
yeah,
good. Thank you, thank you for your honest expression, to understand, yeah, okay, enough. Now I need a break. I'm happy and I can serve you better now after, yeah, it's true. Thank you for that. Instead of artificially trying to imitate some great devotees, right?
yeah, it's definitely Mother Kunti. She's another level, like nobody.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling that, it's. But at least we can remember him in situations,
Yeah.
and we can trust, because I think each one of us is going through so much. Sometimes we don't realize also what to do, where to look, whom to hold on to.
Yeah,
But
that's what the situation was, right? Yesterday, Arjuna is saying, I really don't know what to
yeah,
do.
what to do.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, I don't know what to do. We are put into those circumstances many times, actually.
But just trust him.
Yeah, thank you. Matsyashvakacha panisimha varaha hamsa
Matsya Shivakatha Panarsimha Varamsa
rajanya vipravabudeshu kritavatarah.
Rajanya Vipra Vibudhishu Krita Avataraha
Tvampasi nastri bhuvanam cha yatha dunesha.
Twampahasi Sri Bhugunam Cha Yadhaduna
Bharam bhuvo hara yaduttam mabandhanam te.
Bharam Bhuvahara Yadu Uttam Vandhanam Te.
O Supreme Controller, Your Lordship previously accepted incarnations as a fish, a horse, a tortoise, Narasimhadev, a boar, a swan, Lord Ramachandra, Parashuram, and among the demigods, Vamandev, to protect the entire world by your mercy. Now please protect us again by your mercy, by diminishing the disturbances in this world. O Krishna, best of the Yadus, we respectfully offer our obeisances unto you. In every incarnation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has a particular mission to execute, and this was true in his appearance as the son of Devaki in the family of the Yadus. Right here, the demigods are saying, you have come. What are the incarnations mentioned here?
There's a fish, horse, tortoise, Nrsimhadev, a boar, a swan, Lord Ramachandra, Parshuram, and among them because Vamandev.
Vamate. So, and they are saying that he came for a particular purpose, you know.
Yeah.
You came to protect. Now, okay, in fish, what was the purpose?
There was because they were drowning, so he had it to protect. There was going to be a
He had to save the
pralay.
king, right? He had,
Yeah,
who was going to be the
Satyavrat.
next month,
Sat-
Satyavrat,
Yeah,
and to
Satyavrat.
save the Vedas,
Vedas. Yeah.
right? And then horse.
Ashwa. Was it the?
I think also he
I think
saved the
also the
Vedas
Vedas.
from the
Yeah,
demon, right?
Vedas. Yeah, as far as I remember, also the
Yeah,
Ashwa is Vedas.
yeah. He saved the demon had stolen the Vedas from Lord Brahma.
Yeah.
So he is saving. And tortoise?
Is the pivot
I'm
For
sorry.
the churning,
for
for
the
the
journey
churning of the
Yeah,
ocean,
became the
mountain. Yeah.
yeah. Churning of the ocean. Narasimhadev.
To protect Prahlad Maharaj.
Protect Malad Maharaj. Yeah. Boar.
To protect the Bhumi Devi
Yeah, to
and
lift her out of the earth, of the Garbha ocean, right?
yeah,
She lifted him, or he lifted her from the Garbha ocean. Swan, which was that?
also the Vedas. No,
Hamsa, I can't remember now.
I'm not sure about Hamsa.
Yeah, Hamsa Avatar, I can't remember. Lord Ram,
To kill Ravana,
hmm, yeah, kill Ravan, brought back Mother Sita, Parshuram,
to kill all the kings who were causing, who were not following the regulations on earth.
yeah, they were not really Kshatriyas, they were not following the principles of Kshatriya Dharma. And Vamandev,
To relieve Bali Maharaj and to
yeah,
protect the devotees, the Devatas, to
yeah,
protect the Devatas.
yeah, Bali Maharaj had taken over their kingdom. They couldn't even go back home, right? So Vamandev came to give mercy to Bali Maharaj and give back the heavens to the demigods. So yeah, each time Krishna is coming with a particular mission, purpose. You know, we may also go somewhere, we may have, okay, I'm going to go there because I have to do this things, right? We may say, okay, I have to go to India. Why? Because I have to, and we'll make a list. These are the things I need to do. So Krishna has his list of things, which are really wonderful, that we sing till today. His glories, why he came, in what form, what activities he did. Thus all the demigods offered their prayers to the Lord, bowing down before him, and requested the Lord to do the needful. We cannot order the Supreme Personality of Godhead to do anything for us. We can simply offer him our obeisances, as advised in Bhagavad Gita, Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru, and pray to him for annihilation of dangers. Yeah. So humbling ourselves before the Lord. Prabhupada is mentioning, we cannot order Krishna. We think God is our order carrier. I prayed, I told I must get this and it should be fulfilled. Why he doesn't fulfill it? If my desire is not being fulfilled, means there is no God. Well, I've been through that or heard things like that, We say, okay, I am praying to God that this is my desire, and God has to fulfill it. God is not our waiter or our order carrier. We can simply plead to the Lord, offer obeisances to Him, pray to Him to protect us. And then it's His mercy. He will do the most wonderful way for us. Is that okay?
Yes.
Continue. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. Thank